Good morning, students. So, we already started civics first chapter. As we completed our civics first chapter, that is introduction to our constitution. Before moving further, we will just revise what we learned. We'll just revise the lesson. So first we learn about Indian Constitution. The meaning of Indian Constitution. What is Indian Constitution? So the book in which all the provisions regarding the administration of a country are mentioned together in a systematic way is called a constitution. All of you understood the meaning? The book in which all the provisions for what regarding the administration of the country are mentioned together in a systematic way. It's called constitution. This constitution was government is established by representatives which are elected by the people, and as per the provisions which are mentioned in that constitution, the government has to follow these provisions follow while making any kind of laws. Subjects related any laws, while they making the laws, they have to follow the constitution. If it does not do so, अगर ऐसा नहीं हुआ, government does not follow the constitution and they make the law, then that this law cannot be, or those laws are null or void or unconstitutional, invalid. While making the laws, government is bound to follow, government has to follow the constitution, and if does not do so, then the judiciary can declare those laws are null or unconstitutional, invalid. Understood the meaning? Then we learn the provisions. Which kind of provisions are mentioned in that constitutions? So the provisions of the constitution are about different things, not same thing, different subjects. For example, provisions regarding citizenship, the rights of the citizens, the relationship between citizens and the state, subjects like elections, restrictions on government, all these provisions are mentioned in that book regarding the administration of the country. Understood? So all the countries have their own constitution. All countries have to accept it, have to follow the constitution, their own constitution. Different countries' constitution is different. Indian constitution is different, USA constitution is different, other country constitution is different. What kind of differences? So there are differences of history, social structures, culture, traditions, etc. There are the differences of history, social structures, culture, and tradition, and because of these differences, all countries' constitution is different. Then we learn about the USA constitution and British constitution. That USA constitution even is in a written document. Even after 225 years pass, they follow the same constitution till now. Okay, and the British constitution was considered to be a unwritten. Okay, then students, we learn the necessity of constitution. Why constitution is necessary? Why normal people, common people have to follow the constitution? Why the constitution is important or necessary for the common people? So first we learn that government has function, set a rules. Because of that rules, there is a this reduces the possibility of misuse the power or a authority. Or the constitution, in that constitution it includes the rights and the freedoms of the citizens. So government cannot take away these rights. If the rights are mentioned in that constitution, that government cannot take away. People's are people's rights are safeguarded. Then we learn that if the country is running as per the constitution or the provisions which are mentioned in that constitution, then it's help to reduce the misuse of the power. And same, if the country running as per the constitution, that the faith on the government, common peoples have increased their faith on a government, and they are of the parties, people are participate in the different activities, and that's why the democracy, people are become active, they are taking the part in a different activities, and it helps to increase the democracy strengthened participation of a people. Then students will learn what is administration. So what is included in the administration of a country, country के administration में क्या है included? So government has to make laws relating to several subjects such as defending the boundaries, protecting the people from external aggression, eradication of poverty, creating employment, education, health services, encouragement to commerce and industries, protection of the weaker sections of the society, policies for that weaker sections, policies for the progress of women, children, and tribal people. All these are included in the administration of the country. Understood, students? So, till here we understood the meaning of the necessity or the provisions of the constitution. Then we learn that who made the constitution or background of the constitution. So, the process of making the constitution banane ki process, when the process becomes started in the year 1946. That time they made one committee, they established a committee to prepare the constitution banane ke liye they made a committee, and that committee came to be known as Constituent Assembly. Okay, now who included in that Constituent Assembly, how many members were included, let us understand. So when India became independent, when India got independent in 15th August 1947, that time, before 1947, before India got independent, that British ruled over India, controlled over India. So that time divided India into three provinces like Bombay, Bengal, and Madras. And as per these provinces, they carried by people's representatives. So in Constituent Assembly, there are total 299 members are included in the Constituent Assembly. How many members were included in a Constituent Assembly? 299 members. Total 299 members were included in the Constituent Assembly. In that 299 members, Dr. Rajendra Prasad was one of the member. Who was the president of that Constituent Assembly? Who was the president of a Constituent Assembly? Yes, Dr. Rajendra Prasad. Then now let us understand what was the contribution of Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar. So Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar was the chairman of a drafting committee to draft the constitution. So before making the constitution, first he studied the different countries' constitution deeply. इंडिया का कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बनाने से पहले उन्होंने क्या किया, डॉक्टर बाबा साहेब अम्बेडकर स्टडीड डिफरेंट कंट्रीज कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, अलग अलग कंट्री का कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के बारे में पहले उन्हें लर्न किया, एंड देन ही ड्राफ्ट आ कंट्रीज कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. ओके, एंड after preparing the constitution, after drafting the constitution, that constitution he presented in front of the constituent assembly, in front of the members meeting or a committee. Then they discuss with each other. If there are any amendments are there, they made the changes, and Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar made the changes, answering the various questions, and he made the changes in as per the constituent assembly, and last he made the constitution. Due to this contribution towards making the constitution, that's why, due to his contribution towards the making of the constitution, Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar is called architect of the Indian constitution. इतना ज़्यादा कंट्रीब्यूशन की वजह से उनको क्या किया बोला जाता है, क्या किस नाम से बुलाया जाता है? आर्किटेक्ट ऑफ द इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. लेट्स सी how much time he took to make the constitution. So it took 2 years, 11 months, 17 days to complete the writing of the constitution. It was not easy process. It took 2 years, 11 months, 17 days to complete the constitution. Okay, so in the as I told you that in constituent assembly there are around 299 members are there. So over there are some famous personality, well known members of the constituent assembly. Who first president of the constituent assembly was Dr. Rajendra Prasad, then Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad, Sarojini Naidu, J.P. Kripalani, Rajkumari Amrit Kaur, Durgabai Deshmukh, Hansaben Mehta, and others who included in that constituent assembly. So students, as I told you that in constituent assembly, Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar presented that constitution. They made some changes, amendments are there and then final constitution was enacted, presented. When final constitution, after making the changes, after making the amendments, final constitution was adopted it on 26th November 1949. When the final constitution presented on the date 26th November 1949, and therefore this date was observed as a Constitution Day. Constitution Day. Which day is observed as a Constitution Day? 26th November 1949. And the provisions which are mentioned in that constitution was govern or a country people government used that provisions when the country began to govern according to the provisions of the constitution from 26th January 1950. In that 26th January 1950, government used that provisions which are mentioned in the constitution, and because of that this date 26th January 1950, 26th January is celebrated as a Republic Day. Why 26th January is celebrated as a Republic Day? Because on that day country began to be governed according to the constitution, according to the provisions of the constitution, and that's why 26th January is celebrated as a Republic Day. Understood, students? So all of you understood why Constituent Assembly was established. Constituent Assembly क्यों established की गई? To the draft constitution which was prepared by Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar was in that discussed in that in front of the constituent committee members. After making the changes, after making the amendments, the new one, final constitution was prepared. Then we understand, then all of you understood why Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar is called architect of the Indian Constitution, because of his contribution towards making the constitution. His contribution की वजह से उनको क्या बोला जाता है, architect of the constitution. Then all of what is included in that administration of the country? See, the subjects like defending the boundaries, protecting the people from external aggression, then eradication of poverty, creating employment, education, health services, encouragement to commerce and industries, protection of the weaker sections, making policies for the progress of women, child and tribal people, etc. are included in the administration of the country. Hope all of you understood the lesson.